I got down early to start, and then I loved the end of our first quarter. We came back, uh, 1 point game, uh, and then second quarter we just some of it we got a little bit in foul trouble second quarter, but I just thought our rhythm, both offensively and defensively, was off. Transition, they hit 2 threes. That can't happen. We've been talking about transition defense for the last couple of weeks, and especially on Thursday night against Lamar. So that they got those 2 transition threes in transition D, and then we mix it up. We go to our zone. They hit 2 back-to-back threes. So we've got to be better. We've talked about all year as far as changing momentum. Negative possessions, we've got to change into a positive possession. We didn't do that in that run. I did like our fight and coming out in the third quarter and competing. I like that third quarter. Gave us a chance in the game. We just, to be honest, we didn't make shots. We missed some wide open shots tonight, and they hit every wide open shot. To be +8 3-pointers, 24 points in the 3-point category at home, can't happen. You've got to hit shots. There was a lot of wide open shots we missed tonight. I wish we could get those back, because those were open shots. We should be able to hit those. So for whatever reason, we didn't get those tonight. But I did like how we fought in the third quarter, and then continued to play all the way through the fourth.
The 5 straight threes that you had kind of extended the game.
Yep.
You said 2 of them were in transition.
Yep.
Well, the other ones, did you close out on them, or did you?
Well, I thought actually our person-to-person defense was really good. I mean, initially was really good. We almost get an opening stop. They get a loose ball, put back. I thought we were locking in. I thought we did a good job on their key players. We just lost a couple in transition. We didn't talk in those transition. I think that started it, because they got those easy looks, and then it kind of started their run. We did go zone to mix it up. We had 2 rotations that were off. But this is what we keep talking about. You've got to fight back, and we didn't do that until the third quarter. It's got to happen in the second quarter. When it's happening, we've got to be able to stop their run, and we didn't do that. It was a little bit too much to overcome. I did like our third quarter, but probably too much to overcome in that second quarter.
Yes, Miss had a big game for you. She seems to be fighting inside.
She's playing hard. Some of it is when she goes strong to the basket, she can score. She was off balance a couple times on her shot. If she can get strong to the basket, she can get those and ones. But I thought she played extremely hard, especially on the defensive end too. I thought for the most part we did a pretty good job rebounding. They crushed us on the boards last time. I think they had 24 offensive rebounds. So to cut that by more than half in this game, I thought that said a lot. But they did have those threes that they had in that second quarter. It kind of extended their lead.
You won the turnover battle, 18 to 15.
Yeah.
Why do you think you weren't able to take advantage of those turnovers, even though you were beating them in that aspect?
Making shots. I think that's the easiest thing to say. I thought we had a lot of good attacks. I think they had 5 or 6 charges. And so it's one of those things when you're not making shots, you keep telling them to attack, but you've got to be able to read the defense. So they were stepping in, taking charges, so now it's back to the kickouts. And we've got to be able to hit those shots, and we do all the time. We didn't tonight, but I thought that if we hit a couple of those, those layups, and then we hit a couple of those threes, especially in our transition, I think that does change the momentum. It does change the game, and I definitely think it changes it in the fourth quarter.
You obviously give up 24 points.
Yep.
In the 3-pointer game.
Yep.
It's impossible to overcome, isn't it?
I think so. The way it happened too in the second was back to back to back to back, and that is tough to overcome in that situation. And we're trying to fight through it. We already came back from 11-2 deficit, so we're fighting all the way back. Then to have that happen, our defense was good. Our defense was good in the first quarter, but we've got to sustain it even in transition. So the problem we've had, especially the last couple months, is we make one mistake, it becomes 2 or 3 or 4. Well, change it. We've been talking about it all year. Change it. Become a positive now. What are we going to do to make it up? Get a stop. Get a rebound. We do in moments. We haven't done it, especially in that run where they hit those 5. We haven't done it in that moment, and you've got to be able to change momentum to get it back. I do like our third quarter though. We could have laid over, just been done with the game, but to see the fight in the third quarter and make it a couple possession game in the fourth, I think that says a lot. We have it in us. We've got to continue to do it throughout 40 minutes.
Christine's out for the year.
Yep.
What does that leave you? Just not a point guard, but what do you do at the point?
Well, you see we put Asia at the point now. I mean, we're going through a lot. We can talk about it at the end of the season. So, I mean, I'm proud of our team to even be out there. I mean, there's a lot of teams across the nation that are shutting it down for the year. We're not doing that. That's the easy way out. So we're not doing that. So they're playing through it. We have times where we gotta be a little bit stronger, a little bit more physical, and to play through it. So we're mixing up. We're rotations. We're trying to get more people in, but we've got to have players step up too. And tonight we've got to make shots. I mean, it seems like it's so simple, but in big games like this, you got to be able to knock down shots.
You had 23 and 12 from 2 players, but then nobody else with 6. And
Right.
We're talking about people stepping up.
Sure. Yeah, I think so. It needs to be more balanced. In our system, you should have 4 or 5 in double figures. You should have 4 or 5 in double figures. So I think it's there. I think it's there. We just got to be able to keep playing at a high level. And when we do that, we'll be able to hit those shots. We'll be able to hit those layups.
Rosini had 0 shot attempts in her 28 minutes of play. Is that just her getting forward?
Well, it's actually on me because I kind of 10 really got us last game. So I pulled Clara aside and I said, look, I want you to focus in on her. I don't want her to be the difference. Claire did exactly what I asked her to do. I mean, she only had 1 offensive rebound. I think she had 8 or 9 at their place. And so for her to play good defense on her, she's an all-conference player. I thought she did exactly what I asked her to do, and then she got 10 rebounds. So that's on me. I asked her, you got to lock up 10. You've got to do a great job on her, and I thought she did a great job tonight on her.
All right, Coach.
Okay, thank you. All right, thanks.